Gina Rarick, trainer here in Maisons-Laffitte. How much of a surprise is it that the news that France Gallo are once again considering the future of the racecourse and downscaling the training centre here?
Well, it's not a surprise at all. But this has been a rumor in Maisons-Laffitte for 20 years, basically. So we've had to live with this over our heads for quite some time. The fact that they've actually come up with something that sounds pretty definite is menacing. It's going to be met with, a huge hue and cry. It's hard to know what they might actually do. The finances of France Gallo are so bad globally that they're grasping at anything that might make them look like they're trying to save a bit of money now after making so many bad decisions on Longchamp and the rest of it in the past.
And in terms of your sort of feelings talking to other trainers and the mayor and what have you, I mean, you've kind of been here several times before, 2013 notably, when there was the feasibility study. You're feeling that this is something that is fightable, or is this going to be the one that finally sort of kills Maisons-Laffitte off?
I can't see how we're going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. I guess it's hard to take them too seriously because there's been feasibility study after feasibility study, and every new feasibility study gets read, gets publicity, gets hue and cry, and then goes in a drawer and we never hear from it again. This time they're actually saying concretely that they're going to eliminate 31 jobs, and I think the key to everything is right in that statement right there, because the problem with the Maisons-Laffitte Training Center for years and years and years has been we've had an incredible burden of too many people working here. The problem isn't the actual size of the center, and we could actually attract quite a few more horses here because it's a fantastic facility. But we've just been burdened by, as you know, French salaries. It's insane what you have to pay for them. So that's been the huge problem. So I think that if they could get that done, we could probably save the place. And I think the only way in France to get that done is to say, well, we're closing. So whether the closing actually has to happen and then we can have some sort of phoenix-like rebirth, or whether they can manage to get it done and what they're going to salvage, I don't know. They've been in the process of selling off the real estate. We bought this yard 2 years ago from France Gallo, so I would imagine that France Gallo would be facing a considerable legal action from those of us who had actually bought the land, being sold essentially a bill of goods that we could keep training on it. So the future is very uncertain, very unpleasant. I think that if something doesn't change in a year, we'll be in the same boat as Italy, and there won't be any prize money left, or there won't be paying prize money. So we're definitely at a very unpleasant crossroads, and I'm not sure what's going to happen next.
And just speaking not as somebody who trains in Maisons-Laffitte, but somebody who obviously uses the racecourse in conjunction with the other Parisian racecourses, Chantilly, Saint-Cloud, Longchamp, and up the road in Deauville as well. What is it that Maisons-Laffitte provides that isn't available? I mean, I suppose the long straight is the obvious.
Obviously, we have the 2,000 meter. We're able to run a 2,000 meter straight race here, which is it's an absolutely fabulous stretch. It's a very fair course. It's flat and fair and fantastic, and there's nothing like it anywhere else. And it's been neglected and underused because there's been a politic against the place for so long. So Maisons-Laffitte is a fabulous race course. You can also run right-handed and left-handed here, and it's had its problems over the year, but those problems could be quite easily fixed. And it's a very underexploited venue that has quite a lot to offer. And I think we've seen when the Arc de Triomphe was transferred to Chantilly for 2 years that if we had to close a race course, the really obvious one to close would have been Longchamp. And obviously we took every wrong decision in that respect. So no, Maisons-Laffitte has been underutilized, and it's a shame. It would be a real shame to lose it.